What's going on, guys? It's Troydan here. And today, we've got the D4D situation. I believe that name is David, but that's all I know. This guy's name is everywhere right now, and I'm hoping this video explains some of it. All I really know, other than that being his name, is that apparently he killed someone, and they were very underage. I don't know. Go.
So there is a music artist out there named David. Born March 28, 2005, and raised in Houston, Texas, his come-up story is actually pretty insane. The guy was a YouTuber trying to be the next big gaming streamer, and so back in 2018, he was creating Fortnite content, including montages.
So basically, I played Fortnite from 2017 to 2021. I became a YouTuber. I was playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these different type of games. To try to become like the biggest next thing, streamer, Kai Cenat, everything.
Where he was routinely using the most mainstream trending music to get more eyes on his videos, because at that time he was completely unknown.
The songs have an algorithm to them. So let's say two people use, I don't know, Halo, and then 3 people use them, 4 people use them. That song, if you hear it in enough videos, your video will be the one that goes up. I don't know how it works, but on YouTube, that's how it works for Fortnite.
So you literally, nothing changed in what you were doing. All you did was
Just
put one song in.
Put a song in a video.
That is until David's worst nightmare came true, and almost every video he had ever made got copyrighted overnight for using the music. And so David breaks down, he calls his mom crying, and she says if you want to fix your problem, then you should just make your own music. So then David literally starts recording into his phone, and creates his first song on a free music
So I
editing.
get 3 pauses. I'll use 2 right now. I remember so many people using copywritten music in their intros to like YouTube videos, and they're like, "Oh, it never got hit. It's fine." And like 3 years later, the artist takes everything down. You got to be smarter with that.
Software, he posts it up to SoundCloud, it starts getting plays, and the rest is really history.
And I made the song called You and I, which now has, what, 94 million streams. It's my second song I ever made. Put it in the montage, and I tagged it on Twitter. First Fortnite player to use his own song in a video. That was the title. And bro, everyone was using the song after that day. Like the Fortnite streamers that I was watching and looked up to were using my song. Everybody was using my song, bro. It's crazy because it was royalty.
You looked up to Fortnite streamers?
Copyright strikes.
David was a pioneer for
he's the
doing
killer.
this because he actually sounded pretty good. It's actually pretty reminiscent of the blog era back when I was a teenager, when rappers like Logic and Skizzy Mars were blowing up from phase montages back then in the early 2010s. So he was making the Fortnite videos with his music, and then he started making trending sounds on TikTok by recording covers of already popular songs, and then pitching the audio all the way up to give it that classic Alvin and the Chipmunks sound.
Oh, I hate that.
I got 500,000 followers off that, bro. But then literally 2 TikToks later was the romantic homicide one, which has like 16 million views.
Wait, what?
Everybody, my mom was commenting on this one, bro.
Wait,
Like,
so you made this one as Alvin still?
dude, yeah.
Let me hear.
Still, same thing. Everything is crazy.
He actually credits making those covers as the place where he honed his sound.
So the reason why you developed your style was just because you were pretending to be Alvin the Chipmunk.
Dude, yeah.
That's insane.
And from here, David would explode onto the scene in 2022 with his actual music, ironically with his most popular song called Romantic Homicide. Understand that his music was especially trending on TikTok, which at the time was the platform producing smash hits from all kinds of unknown artists.
To most people, they go into a studio, they have a
Who is
professional
this
microphone.
guy, dude? I've had 3 showers today, but looking at this guy makes me want to have a 4th.
They have like a mixing board. There's a person who makes the beat. There's a whole thing. He does everything in his cell phone.
I mean, understand that David's rise was a matter of months, going from completely unknown to a massive internet musician. I mean, I would say that he showed off around as much internet prowess as someone like Lil Nas X, who also really utilized social media kinda in a different way for his blow up.
It hit 78 on Billboard a week and a half later.
And so the guy was getting billions of views and plays across the internet. His debut album, Withered, was released earlier this year. It sold 30,000 units and reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 200. And overall, he was really on the brink of becoming a more mainstream artist, not just popular on the internet. He would even go on tour last year opening up for SZA, and the guy was currently headlining his own tour.
You feel me? We're in a mini arena, you know what I'm saying? We got multiple levels. We done upgraded, you feel me? Last time I was here was with SZA. Now we headlining it. Let's go crazy and go stupid and go dumb. You feel me? Yeah.
So clearly David had
That's
some
the
die-hard
song?
fans of his music. He was relatively young and at the beginning of a very popular career. But now it looks like he has potentially thrown all of that away, and even potentially his own life, as his story has taken a very dark turn. It really all started when a Tesla was impounded in a Los Angeles tow yard. The car was brought in from Hollywood Hills after people reported it abandoned since the beginning of the summer, which was right around the time that David began his tour. Obviously, it's been hot outside and a rancid smell started to come from the back of the car, and the people who work at the impound lot noticed this, and really without a better way to say it, inside the trunk contained the human remains of a 15-year-old girl who had been missing since last summer 2024, named Celeste Rivas. Understand that she had already run away from home multiple times, but this was the occasion where she was not seen again and her family wanted answers. And this is where David comes into the picture, as the Tesla was registered under his name.
Using human remains
What?
wrapped in a bag that we now know belonged to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
Now listen to what they said there about the tattoo, because it's actually really important.
She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
I want you to take a wild guess who else has a matching tattoo on his hand. That's right, that man David. They both reportedly have the very same tattoo that just reads, "Shh." And apparently that's how they were able to identify her, was through this tattoo. Like I said, her body was dismembered. And just listen to what her mother, who did publicly release her identity, had to say.
You know, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter had a tattoo with the letters "shh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
So obviously this looks like a really bad situation for David right now, as it allegedly appears that he might have been having a relationship with someone underage, and then potentially he ended her life and stuffed her in the back of his car, leaving her there to rot.
So what inspired the
Allegedly?
hook, "In the Back of My Mind You Died," is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
And keep in mind, guys, if these allegations have any truth, that means she was more like 13 to 14 years old when she went missing. To make matters even worse, when you look into his music, he's made a music video where he puts a body into the trunk of his car. There is other imagery and videos where a girl who looks like her disappears as he grieves the end of their love. Apparently, David was creating a funeral atmosphere at his shows with actual caskets. And he also name-dropped
He wants to go to jail. He's giving you the clues.
this
He's
girl
giving
Celeste allegedly on a now leaked song that was allegedly written back in December of 2023. Now, when the car was initially discovered and linked to him and they found the body in the trunk, this guy just kept on touring like nothing happened. But more recently, it has been reported that he is working with the police and in turn has had to cancel several of his tour dates.
As last we heard, he was cooperating. LAPD is not naming him a suspect at this point or a person of interest. We're waiting to hear more from them.
I mean, how this guy could not be a person of interest, I do not know. Like, if there had to be at least one person of interest in this situation, it would be him. Some people are even speculating that the two showed up on an IRL stream together, but that is yet to be confirmed. confirmed. I've seen alleged messages from her brother.
Is that her?
People are claiming that she was in the back of a picture that David took on Discord in 2023. Others are claiming there are pictures of him paying people off who might have information. But of course, at this time, this is all merely speculation. It's also important to note that there will be a lot of people online trying to like piece together the information that are not going to be getting things 100% right. So you should take everything with a grain of salt, but I will say right now it's not looking good for this guy at all. Also, if you look at footage from his shows, most of his fans do appear to be younger teenagers.
Oh,
No! That's the dude from Fortnite, bro!
And honestly, if the guy did do it, I just don't understand
Dude
how he
from
could be so
Fortnite.
dumb to just allegedly leave this car out there for months.
Yeah.
Like, even if we assume there was foul play from some sort of outside party here, like, how could you just not care about your car? I don't know, the situation is one of the weirder ones we've probably ever seen. I'm sure we will get a lot of answers here in the coming days. I don't know if this is just like police protocol to not make him a person of interest, but I also find that kind of strange.
Yeah?
Maybe one of you can explain that to us down below in the comments.
I can't
but
explain that.
I will continue to keep you updated on the situation.
Is this it?
Y'all let me know what you guys think down below in the comments.
Okay, I think this is it right there. Wow, this is yeah, I didn't know any of this, dude. Okay, I'm learning. So he that's insane. How old is he? I didn't get his actual age, but it looks like he was clearly dating a minor and then killed. How could a girl's body, they had the same tattoo, there's pictures of them together, they found her in his own Tesla under his name, and he wrote songs about her too? About killing her? Bruh. If he's not guilty for that, at least throw him in prison for life for that shit music. Stuff was terrible. No, he's... okay, I need him to know a little bit more about this. I don't know if this video has all the information, but this is the latest video as of right now. So I don't know if new information came out. I'm going to look into it as well, see what I can find out. But yeah, this is disgusting, dude. I never heard of this guy before. Never, I don't think I have. Maybe I'll go try to hear his song and see if I can remember it. But listening to that one earlier, I probably don't want to listen to this music. Let me know, guys, if you have any information or anything on this situation. Yeah, this is disgusting. And if you got a video you'd like for me to watch or react to, post in my Discord. Thank you for watching, and kids, look out for David.